Sup? I'm Lazy Nisha and welcome back for another video, another nonsense rant. Today's rant is I've never been so concerned for worms in my entire life. Let me explain myself. I live on a college campus, and this college campus has a lot of greens surrounding it. And when I mean greens, I mean there's no concrete buildings like what I'm used to. There's like trees and there's a mountain. There's a lot of nature here on my campus. It's been raining for the past few days, maybe 4 days, maybe 5, I don't know, since I've been back for Thanksgiving. Because it's been raining so much, obviously worms will come out of the ground and go to only they know where they're going. There's this pathway next to this man-made pond that takes you from old dorms to new dorms. So whenever I'm crossing this pathway, whether it's raining or it's after the rain, if you just look at the ground, there's just worms everywhere, just trying to get across. Like it's like they're just going from point A to point B, but they're slow. They're so slow. And there's so many of them. I had to actually stop myself because I almost killed one. I almost stepped on one. I almost murdered a worm because I wasn't looking where I was going. So I looked down and I was like, okay, whoops, my bad. Sorry, Mr. Worm. Let me just step over you real quick. And like 3 seconds later, there's another worm, like 4 other worms. And I'm just like, okay, let me look out for where I'm walking. So for the past 4 days, whenever I'm walking through that pathway, I'm looking down, watching for worms because I don't want to step on them. I don't want to kill them. That's terrible. I've never been so concerned for worms in my entire life. This is a first. There's no word to describe what? I can't speak English. There's no word to describe how I feel right now because I've never looked at the ground so often. Actually, yes, I have. I always look at the ground. I don't know why. I worried for these worms because it was like, it's like they can't do anything. They're slow. They're just trying to get from point A to point B, trying to live their life, and we just come around stepping on them, killing them, murdering them, and I just felt so bad that now whenever I'm walking and I see worms, I just like tell the person that's walking somewhere else, I'm like, hey, look out for those worms. I actually saved one once. Yes, that means I touched a worm. It was not fun. It was like in the middle of the walkway and there was no light touching that area. And it was at night, so this worm would have died. And it was like a relatively lengthy worm and he was like kind of stuck in like a little puddle hole, whatever you want to call it, and it was trying to move and stuff and it was wiggling around and I was just like, oh my god, this worm's gonna die because I almost stepped on it. So I was like, oh no, this worm's definitely gonna die. So I took it out of my way and I like, for like a good 5 minutes in the cold, I was just standing there like, I don't want to touch it, but like I don't want you to die, but I don't want to touch it. You help our earth. You help our earth. So I like picked it up with my nails and said, whoosh. I just flung it. I flung it into the grass. For all I know, that worm could be dead because of how strong I flung that shit. I said no, and I don't know where it went. Can you imagine getting flung by someone? That must feel terrible. Like, oh god. I just really wanted to talk about this because for the past 4 days, I've been thinking about worms and hoping to God that I haven't stepped on one. I just always try to avoid stepping on living things because I have a bad experience with it, stepping on something once, and I don't want to go back. And the bad experience that I had with stepping on a live animal was I was back in Costa Rica, where my family's from, and I stepped on a queen red ant. Why was she out of her house? Who fucking knows? But all I know, for the next 2 minutes, I saw a lot of red ants following my shoe. That's why I don't step on anything anymore. I just throw something at it. That's it. That's all I do. It was a terrible experience. Don't want to go back there. Don't want to relive that experience at all. So I'm just gonna make sure other people don't have the guts of an animal on the bottom of their shoe. But you know, that's just me not wanting to murder something. Not wanting to murder something. So yeah, can't believe I just made a video about worms. Honestly, that's all I really wanted to talk about. This is a really short episode, but it's nonsense. What can I say? So leave a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe for more random-ish, because there's going to be a lot of random-ish on this channel. And leave a comment below on what animal you destroyed with your foot. I still don't know how to end these videos, so I'm gonna walk this way. There's no luggage this time. I moved it. Okay, I'm gonna go that way. Okay, bye. You know they're about to have a session with their laptop, right? They're about to have a date with their laptop. This is about to go down. This is Netflix and chill with the laptop. I'm recording! Shush! I live with freshmen.